Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to be running you through the best investments for the next promo, Path to Glory, to prepare for the Euros, and we know it's going to be insane on FIFA. So if you want to be getting the best cards with 4 playstyles plus, then you're in the right place to make a ton of coins, and all you've got to do to say thank you, drop a like down below, make sure to subscribe, and if you do want your weekend league games played, awesome coins, well, if you guys are still stuck with a team like this, and everyone you play in Champs has a team like this, then you need to head over to Sky Coach in the link below. Not only have they got the cheapest and most reliable service for FIFA coins, you can pick any amount of coins, select your console, and put in code PRORECALL for 10% off. Now, just before we show you the investments, I'm going to open the Ultimate Tots pack. I think there's a good chance that this is an L, but the reality is we're all going to do it. You can't not do the Ultimate Tots pack. Now, who am I getting? What nation is that? Ah, God's sake. Do you know what I mean? It's pretty much a guaranteed L, and they give me Golovin. 44k. They give me a 94. I put a 95 team of the season in to get this SBC done. I am pressed. And for those of you who have not seen my investment videos before, we always start over on Futbin because it's going to be the place that we can see the price of players, the current price, where they've been, where they're going, and also look at all fodder. Now, what we can also see is some of the end of era cards that have been placed in the sort of path on the objectives for this new season. If we take a look at that, there is an absolute plethora of these players. We've got playstyles pluses, 3 on the first one. I mean, as you go along, I believe there is a couple that have 4. If you look, they're in exchange for packs. Obviously, this one here, for example, I'd much rather have a 91 card than 3 83s, but as you go on, I mean, you've got 81 times 11. I'm never going to use this guy, so that would be brilliant. As you go further, you've got the likes of Tierney. That might be useful if you have a team from that league. Similarly, if you've got Ronaldo, this guy might be a good link up for him. Going down the line, you've then got the likes of Klaus, who might be unbelievable. You've got Balogun, once again, could be unbelievable. So we have a cracking season coming. We've even got Dudek or an 84 times 5. So there is a lot available to you, and I'm absolutely taking this card no matter what. That's going to be in my team probably till the end of the game. And then of course you've got the 4 play styles. Now we've got Cruz with 4 here, we've got Puskas with 4 as well. Now if you get to the end of this season, 88 times 5, or you've got yourself a Puskas, this one here, Gerard or Cruz, who are you going to take? Well, it doesn't matter because you're going to be getting coins to get better players. Now, as we head over to the absolute walking ad that is Futbin, we're going to scroll down and we are going to find the players that we need. Now, if we look here, you can see what's most relevant. Obviously, Rice, he was pretty much the most packed player in the last week, 250k. I think he was at 350 at one stage. He's absolutely shot down. You've got the likes, obviously, this Gerard card. People are looking at that. You've obviously got people having a look at the Silver, the Cruz. The new cards are obviously going to be an interest because those 4 play styles are going to change up the game. Now, they're not really going to be relevant to our investments, and to be honest, neither are the team of the season. So first of all, we're going to go cheapest by rating. That is always the place you're going to find the best investments. Now, if we go first of all to 84s, let's talk about this. They are currently at 2,000 coins. Now, guys, when we started team of the season, these guys were sat at 1.2k. They've obviously risen because of the SBCs we've had, but I told you guys at the start of team of the season that that was the card that you needed to dump in. If we look at the likes of someone near the bottom, so let's have a look at Kingsbury because she is the cheapest one right now. She's 1.7. Now, if we look at the chart, if we go for, is this 14 days hourly? So we have a look at this. So cross-platform, this is going back to January. So we want to kind of look at May, end of April time. So you had, as you can see, 1.2, 1.2, 1.2, 1.2. You had heights of 1.8, 1.6. You're looking at 1.2, 1.2, 1.2. Then we had again 1.7, 1.8. Now, in these 1.8 times, you could have easily sold all of your 84s for 2.2, 2.1. Lazy buying. It would have been very, very easy to literally double your coins on those investments. And it was a very easy one to predict. Now, when we look at what we've got here, you've got 86s in the mud. You've got 87s in the mud. We have 88s in the mud. And then we've got a big jump between 88 and 89. Now, because of that, this is kind of redundant. There's no need to go for 89 rated players. So it's simply not worth it going for the 89s. You can see there's such a jump. However, what that does mean is 88s are absolutely a brilliant investment right now. The reality is, if we have a look at these, having a look at the price of them, I don't think 84s make sense at the moment. If we have a look at the peaks of these, I mean, you're looking on cross-platform, 20, 30k. Not even a couple weeks ago, and now we are looking at 8,000 coins. Look how, I mean, this is 11, but that's still ridiculously low. You can pick these up for a very low value, as you can see, as low as 8 has been over the last few days. Now, right now, if we go back, you're looking literally start of April. These guys were 15, 16k. If we go a little bit further, 20k. Now, they have slowly gone down and down, but all that's going to happen is a big SBC is going to come out, you're going to need 88s, and all of a sudden they're going to shoot up. If we even come off here and go for another one, if we have a look for a more common card, let's say Oblak, I mean, that man is in every pack. So is Edison, Endler as well. Endler's the worst one. You get her absolutely everywhere. Now, if we go crossplay, start of April, so if we look at really sort of before TOTS, you are looking at that 15k mark, 14, 15k. It wasn't too far off being sort of 17k, 18k just before. And realistically, this is going to go up. They're so damn cheap. Now, what I would advise is for these cards, you want to be trying to get them at 9k. Obviously, it's a little bit under what they're at now. If you can get them at 10, that's fine. But if we have a look at the cheapest ones here, it claims she's 10. She's obviously not, because she's the cheapest on the market. But you want to be looking for these at that kind of 10 mark. Realistically, it's the best point to get them, because if you can get them at 10, they go up to 14, 15, you are making half your money. And if you've got 100k invested, you get that to 150k. If you've got a million coins invested, all of a sudden that's 1.5 mil. And it's very, very easy to do. It's not like it's a difficult investment. You're literally picking up 88 cards that are going to shoot up if there's a big SBC. I mean, the Ultimate TOTS SBC, everyone's going to do that. That's going to have had an effect on the market. But realistically, 87s, 88s right now, they're still buyable. I mean, we've had rewards this morning as well. There's been a lot of hits. Now, what we do want to talk about, other than, of course, what we've looked at here, is the team of the seasons. They are going to be a relevant card with some investment. Now, let me make that clear. Some is the important part here. Now, if we look at the 95s for the team of the seasons here, the cheapest one is 43k. He's in pretty much every pack. We just got Golovin here, 35k. He's in pretty much every pack. Fergus and Golovin are going to be the cheapest ones, and we know that for a fact. If we have a look at these cards, realistically, the investments are going to be an interesting one. You've got players like Zaire Emery, you've got Dembele, you've got Vinny, who I would just say are out of the question. However, you've got the likes of Saka, Leao, Musiala, Grimaldo. These guys are all going to be worth an investment. Grimaldo specifically is going to be one of the best left wing backs in the game for a very long time. Once he's out of packs, he is going to rise. I see that card hitting 350k at some stage. Now, one thing we've got to remember is the reason that the likes of Vinny and Dembele, and probably Griezmann as well, aren't really good investments is because these three cards, they're top tip, you know, they're top end of the game, they're the best you can get. There is going to be better games. We've got the likes, I mean, even if we look at this objective path, you've got a Rafinha on here with 3 playstyles that looks unbelievably better than Griezmann, probably is up there with a Vinny card. By the time that people are able to access this, he's going to be ahead of the curve. Now, what we've got to think is Gerrard, Depay, I mean, this Cruz is literally going to be one of the best centre mids in the game. CDM, centre mid, 93, 95, 99, 95, 90, 92. That can play anywhere on the pitch, and that's going to be unbelievable. He has 4 playstyle pluses. He's got dead ball, long ball, intercept, and relentless. Now, this is a card we get for free. All you've got to do is play the game loads during Euros. You get this card. So imagine the cards they're going to be put in for attackers that are at the top level. They're all going to have 4 playstyles plus, which means the Vinnies, the likes of the Vinnies, are just going to be not worth the value, because you can just get a new card for maybe the same price with an extra playstyle that's going to be better because of the playstyle. Whereas the Leaos of the world, now I bought him this morning, he's had a 20k dip, I think. I don't think he's going to see a big spike, but when he goes down to what he probably will, around the 800 mark, worth picking him up, because he will shoot up back, because there aren't many cards of this in the game. Now, make sure to get these investments done.